The Titans come into today's game looking for a way to pick up win number 10 on the season. It's the Dolphins going up against the Titans.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Tennessee Titans. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. On first down, it's Savage. And his first pass is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Hurry up, here we go.
Second and 10, going with Savage again. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. To throw here. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go.
They'll run on first down. Nelson, and able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
I haven't met a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Watch it now, Barney! No! Good! 3-19!
In motion right comes Matthews. They'll keep it on the ground. Nelson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats, but really should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Here we go now! Detroit! All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney!
Throwing on 3rd down, it's Savage. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Walker, the tight end, in motion. On 4th down, Savage. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Again, it's Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Walker, the tight end, in motion. On 2nd down, here's Savage. Finding some room at midfield. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They snap it to Savage. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the 1st down yardage before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down. On 1st down, Nelson works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
second down now. Nelson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. Oh, and now he bowls him over. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Play action. They'll throw. His throw incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll run on first down. Nelson, and he's going to get this one down to the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
No. Check. Patriot. Green, 39.
And they'll put Bryant in motion left. Here's Savage now on 2nd. Flushed out right. And he slides to avoid the hit. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. From the gun, here's Savage. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jordan And Phillips coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Let's go. Over.
Out of the gun, Savage. And my goodness, this is incomplete. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. And the D looking like they may blitz. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And over the middle, this is Parker. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw here. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
All right, here we go. Now, check. Patriot. All right, now, look at business. Detroit.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 18-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Here we go now. Over.
To throw on 2nd down is Savage. Looking deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. He'll send Landry in motion right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They run it again with Williams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off near the 29. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to run for him with Williams. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
On first down, it's Savage. And the ball is knocked out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A very solid gain of 27.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On first down, Nelson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Looking to throw on second down. Savage. And Davis has it over the middle. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans are able to strike for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Parker. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Defense showing blitz. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll run on first down. Nelson trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
To throw on 2nd down. Savage. Going deep for Walker. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Titans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go.
Savage from the shotgun snap. He completes it to Bryant. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Walker, the tight end, in motion. On first down, Nelson. And he's got room. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Savage now to throw. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we have the most prolific offense in the NFL on the field. The Titans are top 10 in total yards, and they go up against the Dolphins defense that will need to be at the top of its game.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome everyone to the Music City, just a stone's throw from the Country Music Hall of Fame. We are at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Tennessee Titans. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee. And down to a knee. Well, that's one option. And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
Set. Green 39.
And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee. Here's Brett Kern now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And the Eagles out in front early. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having earned much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
Quite sure what just happened there, other than we do know that he spiked the football on first down. And what in the world? Not sure if he just heard a whistle there or what, but for some reason he spiked the football. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Play clock winding down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. For a real head-scratcher there. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Second down following the run. They'll keep it on the ground. Nelson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with a football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Second down, Nelson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll keep it on the ground. Nelson, and he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll toss it to Henry. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Savage on 3rd and goal. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Ryan Suckup for the Titan field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Suckup will put this one right through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And got his man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They give him a gain of 38. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, able to find Carew. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. They send Parker in motion left. On the ground, this is Williams. And his first carry, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They send Parker in motion left. On the counter, here's Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this.
Let's go. Green 39.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. To the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. There's Savage now on second. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll hand it off now, Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. On 3rd down, here's Williams. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. On now the Miami field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And now they're not going to get the kickoff in time. And that will make this a more difficult prospect. So that'll back them up 5. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Here we go now.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half. A timeout call. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
All right, here we go. Green.
Looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
All right, now look at 56. All right, here we go. 56. Green, 39.
The final shot before break for Savage. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.